I got these new saddles for my Tele from this company called Kiss My Strings, or KMS. They're in Germany. Let me show you what they look like. I got the brass set. There's an aluminum and a steel as well. So the steel is going to have a little more zing on the low end. I'll put the aluminum on the middle strings and the brass, which has a fatter sound, apparently. I'll put those on to keep those on the treble. So right now I have the brass saddles, and as you can see, I had a guy Dremel the intonation. You know, the solid brass, you know, they sound good, but you can't really control the intonation. I know there's some companies that make some that you can twist or whatever. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my strings and hear it on this, and we'll hear it on the new one. So I'm going to change strings to this, so it's a fair fight. Okay. Okay, new strings. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, here are the old brass, solid brass barrel saddles, and brand new strings. Pay attention to the sound, okay? Let me tune it. So the intonation is not quite right. But anyway, check out the tone. So listen to the zing or lack thereof. I love this Tele, actually. I just feel like I need a little more zing in the low end. You know what I mean by zing? Like treble. Okay. I'm going to measure the height of each one, and then I'll put the new ones in. And as you can see, the dremeled notch there is so that the intonation point can be a little bit further back. And so with this new one, match it with that. So here you have the option of using one spring or two. There's a larger spring, and I've heard that you want to use both. I guess, I don't know why, but I'm gonna. You can see the G, where the intonation has been really notched out, because that's supposed to be way further closer to the bridge, because the G is weird, you know, especially a solid G. A wound G, you want further this way. Aluminum one for the middle strings. I've heard that's it's slightly brighter, not as bright as steel. There's the aluminum one. You can see the difference between, there's the E notch, so you can see that the intonation point is supposed to be like a little further to the neck, and the G notch, the intonation point, is supposed to be further towards the bridge. Does that make any sense? The intonation point on the E side is further towards the neck, and the B side is closer to the bridge. Okay, there are the new saddles right there. And now what I'll do is I'll match the height with the measurements I took So a good way to check intonation is you get it in tune and you check the harmonics at the 12th fret, right? So that's like pretty much E. Let me just get it. And then press like you'd normally press and see if it's in tune still. And it's pretty good actually. Okay, you can get it even more accurate if you go to the 17th fret. And that's pretty dang good actually. A, it should be good because you can't adjust the movement side, the angle of this barrel, so you have to sort of trust that they kind of got it right with how they notched it. Pretty good. Maybe it's a little high. It's not Snoop Dogg high, but anyway, there they are. Now let's check how they sound. All right, so here it is. There's the aluminum saddle. Steel. Not as bright as I was expecting. There's a lot of zing in that aluminum one. There's the brass. I think I want the aluminum one in the bridge. It's not bright enough in the bass. Let's see. Listen to that. This is the steel, aluminum. There's some more airiness in the aluminum one, I think. I mean, I know it's going to be darker there because of the thicker string, but I want that. I want that pianistic, zingy, like 9-foot Steinway there. Yeah. I'm going to try the aluminum on the bass. I'll put a brass in the middle. Okay, so I put the aluminum one in on the bass side. And one thing you should know, there's like different height screws. I don't know. So I put the different height screws in there. I'm gonna match the height now of everything. See if we can see that. All right, so I've got the aluminum on the 2 bass strings and brass on the rest of them, and it's all tuned up and intonated. Tell me what you think. Bridge pickup. Neck pickup. You hear a difference? intonation's nice. I'm not sure. I can't tell if the aluminum is brighter or if the steel is brighter, but either way, I kind of want a little bit more zing. Doesn't quite have it yet for me. Maybe I have to swap it with steel. Here's the aluminum saddle. Here's the steel saddle. So take one is aluminum. Here it is, aluminum. Some closing thoughts. I wanted to say that I'm very glad I bought these. I think they're very good, very well made. The intonation is excellent, and the tone is great. It's not going to make as much of a sonic difference in the neck pickup as you think, especially because the humbucker and the neck pickup is going to be darker, and it's not going to sort of present the differences in treble between that minutia of difference. I might have done a better A/B test if it was in the bridge in the middle position, but anyway, it's nice. I'm very glad. To be perfectly honest, I think when you're chasing these sort of little tone things, before you give up on what you have, make sure you change your strings. New strings makes like 87% of the fight. Okay, when you're chasing, it's like I have friends that have like sold guitars because they think their guitar sucks, when all it really needed was a new set of strings. But anyway, I like these strings, Elixirs. I'm not even endorsed by them, but I wish I was. So I'm gonna play something for you. Middle position.